We are definitely on our way to Six Flags America. We just landed. Let's do a little montage here. Driving montage over. Alright, we are definitely at Six Flags America right now. We had a little bit of a journey here through the airport, but yeah, we're here. It's early in the morning. We're a little bit past park opening, and it should be fun.
Let's check it out.
Alright, so here is the line to get in. It keeps on going for quite some time, actually. And here is the entrance, Six Flags America, the newest Six Flags park that we're visiting, but not the newest park in the Six Flags chain. And this is what their main street looks like. Big old gift shop on the left there, restrooms over there too. It definitely feels like colonial America though. It has that theming to it, and I like theming. They have a building over here called Colonial Savings Institution, and right underneath it is an ATM. I got some lovely statues over here. A little bit rusty on the bottom, but that's okay. Okay, we have our first target in sight. And that coaster seems to be called Firebird. Even the trash cans are themed. Kind of fun. They have you go under the tracks through this, like, I don't know, blasted hole in a container. Firebird. For some reason I'm getting confused, but what did you think of it?
I was personally not a fan. It kind of reminded me of one of those coasters that you just kind of, your head's kind of banging too much in between. Kind of headache inducing for me, and not enough like height thrill.
I definitely get the head banging. To me, it's all relaxing the second half. The first half head banging for me, but yeah, it's okay. Up next is Roar, a wooden coaster. Let's check it out.
What did you think?
It is a very loud ride. That much is for sure.
Yeah, it's a wooden coaster, so those tend to be a little rougher. But as far as wooden coasters go, this is actually on the smoother side. I found it almost enjoyable.
Yeah, it is a smooth wooden coaster, which is nice. It wasn't too rough. It was nice. I would do this one again.
Yeah, as far as wooden coasters are concerned, I would put this at the top of wooden coasters. It was enjoyable.
It was a roar. Crystal's very excited. They have Dippin' Dot stands here. However, they have a new flavor. Golden cookies and cream. We'll have to try that.
And see if it's just yellow or if it's actually slightly differently flavored.
I don't want to tell Crystal this, but golden snow usually means something else. It looks like that they used to have some sort of Western show here, but right now they're not running it. So it's not a huge stage or huge seating for audience, but you know, it is a show and I can appreciate that. Up next is Coyote Creek, which definitely looks themed around cowboys, a Western theme to it. Oh, there's koi in here. Check it out, they got koi fish. You can see the white one, but next to it's a black one. Harder to see. And there's another one over here. I'm gonna name him Frank. And Frank's a big boy. Looks like there was some sort of building here for something. It says, sorry, we're closed though. And no markings on it, so I have no idea what it was for. But it looks pretty well themed. This is kind of just a fun little area. Ooh, they even got a jail, which I guess are where the restrooms are actually. Interesting. I like this. Their arcade is called Red Dog Poker. Up the ante. Wow, look at this building. This one holds their bumper cars, and it's called Crazy Cars. But I just love the theming of it. It's so well done. Oh, please be open, please be open, please be open, please be open. Oh, let's see. Oh, I see people on it. It is open. I was really worried that ride wouldn't be open because I just had not seen it run. So I guess I just got unlucky and didn't see it run, but here we go. I just love how the guest queue is underneath the ride and they get to enjoy looking up at it as it goes over them in the ride queue. I just love that. That's really cool. Looks like they're only running one train, which is probably why I never saw it running so far this morning. Crystal's over here looking in the creek behind the ride for some beavers, because on the way here we actually saw a couple beavers while we were driving by the airport. And so this kind of looks like it'd be a good area to spot some beavers. By the way, fun fact, so this is the lift chain for the ride, and underneath it is actually a little retention pond. That way any rainwater or water that accumulates on there doesn't drip down into the dirt around it. It's collected in there because it could be contaminated with oil. So just a fun fact. Alright, so Mind Eraser, it was a fun ride. I enjoyed that.
I'm not really sure. We sat in the front too, so that hopefully we could see the track. My mask decided to come up and cover my face, so I couldn't see anything. So it gave it a very interesting feeling, because I don't normally have my eyes closed on coasters or anything, so just being able to feel it but not see anything, I was just like, what is this?
Aww.
Yeah, so that was the first one.
By the way, the trick for this ride, in my opinion, is to push yourself against the restraints so your head doesn't shake on side to either side, because that helped me. But yeah, moving on. Looks like their Renegade Rapids, the River Rapids ride, is not running today, sadly. So we'll have to do that if we come back. We managed to pick the day where it's Member Appreciation Day here. Obviously, we'd want to avoid that because that's usually when Six Flags parks are the busiest. But we're here, we can't avoid it. However, there's a hidden bonus to that. They're giving away free fudge on their main street. So we're gonna go try and get some fudge. I do wonder if Boneyard was like a show, because this kind of looks like a show building, or if this is one of their Halloween mazes. The Boneyard building is a grand theater, so maybe they're playing a theater show called Boneyard. I'm not sure. There's one other exclusive benefit for Pass Holder Day here. Let me show you. Over here they have one of their speedways with go-karts tracks. It's right by the Wild One wooden coaster, and it's free. Member exclusive ride time. We're like 1 minute away from being almost too late to get our free tickets to do this ride. Because otherwise, this is one of those upsells that Six Flags and some other parks have, where you have to pay extra to do it. And for us, we've really never been a fan of doing that, so we've only paid extra to do the go-karts once at a Six Flags park. Six Flags St. Louis, by the way. While we wait in this line to do go-karts, I wanted to show off the fudge. Peanut butter, chocolate fudge, and chocolate fudge. We got both these for free, one for each of us, and they are huge. I mean, size comparison, these are actual units of fudge that they sell here. We thought they'd give a small one.
Yeah, between the two of us, we got a pound of fudge. Wow.
Never in my life did I think it'd be this hard to run a go-kart track. But apparently it's pretty complicated where they can't board people that fast. Probably going to be the longest wait of our day, but I am glad we got it when we did, because look at the line now. one thing that's really frustrating is they never tell you when you can actually get out of the vehicles. So you just have a whole bunch of people like waiting here. So this is insane. She's going through the line every single ride looking for doubles and bringing them to the front. It took us an hour to get on this go-kart ride. And the reason for it was just very inefficient boarding. So they had 3 singular go-karts and then they had 4 double-seated go-karts. And they never allowed any single riders onto the double rider go-karts. So loading the go-karts usually took about 10 minutes each time. I'm probably over-exaggerating a little bit, but they would basically go through the whole queue looking for a double rider. And they wouldn't basically start the ride until they found a double rider. And apparently Crystal was saying that the 3 people behind us who were all together in a group were complaining that we wouldn't split up because there's only 3 single rider go-karts. So they were just wanting to go on a little bit faster. But yeah, I don't know if that was worth it. Member Appreciation Day, free go-karts, we're never doing it. And I wanted to show off this burger I got. This is from the Aviator Grill. This is a bacon cheeseburger. Looks pretty good. There's some bacon in there, from what I can tell. This is part of the meal plan. It came with French fries as well, and I got a water to drink. By the way, the cheeseburger, it wasn't that great. It's what you'd expect from a cheeseburger at like an amusement park. It was food. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was okay. We're gonna see what they have at this Coyote Creek Toys, T-shirts, and souvenir shop. And the quick answer is they don't have too much here. It's a very small gift shop, but they do have some very cute plushies here. Crystal pointed out they have some jelly bean scented bubbles. So if you want to blow bubbles and have them be scented, this is where you get them. Some more hats, and the poo hats that they have. Some candy. They have some more hats and plushies over there, but yeah, nothing really too on brand for Six Flags America. Just a lot of candy and plushies. Moving on, we're going to our next set of coasters. We are now entering Gotham City. We're passing the train tracks here, which is sadly not running until Memorial Day weekend. But we're entering a city full of crime. Just like Six Flags Over Georgia, it looks like here they also have a huge stadium themed to like the tunnels of Gotham. Where my guess is it's some sort of like stunt stage show. Right now there's literally just basketball hoops back there. Interesting. Also, here's an update for Harley Quinn Spin Sanity. It looks completely done. It looks like they got all the seats in place, everything done basically. They just need to open it. Actually, it looks like they still need to install some railings in the queue. But I mean, the ride looks mostly done, except for like the queue. So yeah, I've never done one of these before. I don't know if I ever will. It just looks too scary to me, but here's an update for it. Here's what the themed area of Gotham City looks like. They had a bathroom over there, Funnel Cake Factory. It says Gotham City Food Court there, City Works Chicken, and they got Port Authority Grill over there at the end. Apparently they have a second train that's actually running. It's a very small, but we'll probably have to do it. And that's over at Whistle Stop Park, by the way, which I guess is another kids area over here. You can actually see the difference here, the big train tracks, and here are the little train tracks.
apparently it's just a middle-sized train. There's even a mini train that you see. So this park has 3 trains. I enjoyed this one. The train had a nice little quick pace portion.
All right, moving on to Superman Ride of Steel, which is their tallest coaster they have here. We're gonna use our flash pass to get on it.
While the ride is in motion, so for the safety of all guests, please leave all such devices in a cubby or with a non-rider. Six Flags is not.
Alright, so we just did Superman Flight of Steel. Man of Steel, that's the one. Or was it Flight of Steel?
I thought it was something steel.
Yeah, but not Steel Vengeance. But this ride was absolutely incredible. I wish we could probably show you the track, but we can't. But basically, you have this long section up here, and then there's one upward section. And then after that, it's really just long, flat sections with very large round turns. Yeah,
it's so smooth and fast. It's amazing.
This is a must-do coaster. It is so fun. It is absolutely fun. We're probably going to do it again tonight.
Yeah, to me, this one rates a 10 and makes everything else we've been on here now like a 2. Like, this one is just so supremely good.
It was absolutely amazing. It's in my top 10 coaster list for sure. By the way, some of the cups that they have here are pretty nice. Like this one's for Superman. It's a very good size. And I like it, you know, it's not in your face comic books, it's just, you know, very minimalism text. I like it. It looks like it is $9.99. So if you have a season pass, it's like $5 maybe. They also have a very nice flash one. Alright, exiting the gift shop. We saw a Batman like mask in there. It's like a hat, but a mask, sort of. It doesn't cover the lower half of your face, but I was joking with Crystal, just like, what if I wore that on Zoom meetings? It would be pretty amazing. I could start with, I'm Batman. Time for the Batwing. So for Batwing, it looks like they're also only running 1 train at a time. Same with Superman. By the way, and look how tall that lift hill is for Superman. Here's what the line looks like for Batwing. It is fairly long. And you know, they only do 1 family per row, so keep that in mind. I don't know if you can hear this, but they're playing Batman music. Hopefully YouTube doesn't copyright strike this. Alright, so Batwing is Crystal's not favorite type of coaster.
No, I feel like I need a ginger ale or something. I'm a little queasy after this one.
And to be fair, I don't like the flying type coasters either, but this one was okay actually. It didn't have too much vibration. My head wasn't hitting either side. It wasn't too high off the ground.
Although I feel like for me, I'm so freaked out by the flying type that if I'm gonna do one, I might as well just push it to the extreme and be extra scared, extra thrilled. So that's why if I do a flying type one ever again, that's, you know, a repetition for me, it's gonna be Tatsu at Magic Mountain. That one, going, you know, around the hill, it's scary for some people in a good way, but yeah, I'd rather do that one personally, just like totally up the thrills if I'm gonna, you know.
It's kind of scary, but it just got stuck up there. Oh wow, that'd be scary. They're pretty high up too, but not all the way up. You know, they're like a third the way out, maybe? By the way, that one guy's definitely getting arrested. There's cops on the way over there right now. So yeah, just don't take your camera or phone out on a coaster unless you've been given permission and you can do it safely. Alright, so we are going through the Mardi Gras area to do our next 2 coasters. Up next is Wild One, which is over 100 years old. It was built in 1917. By the way, they have a Mardi Gras themed tower drop ride with Mardi Gras colors. It's called Voodoo Drop. That was the worst wooden roller coaster, or one of the worst I've ever been on. It was bad.
Please excuse me while I use this trash can over here. That's just about how I feel after that one.
If you don't have back problems, you will after that ride.
Yeah, it's one of those where you have to like pain to enjoy it.
Moving on. Alright, so here's more of their Mardi Gras section as we make our way to the next one. Whole bunch of hurricane drinks over here that you can get. It's all themed to Mardi Gras. French Quarter flyers. And up next is Raging Cajun. Oh, look at this. They have a little theme shack over here. Able Swamp Hunters. Tours available. Most return safely. And there's a little gator over there. Kind of cool. My review is 2 words. A lot of spinning. There was that 3 words. I don't know. I'm kind of disorientated.
I just felt like Mr. Glass getting thrown around in there, being like, ah! Like, help me get this done with.
Alright, we are moving into the next land. This is the Looney Tunes Movie Town. And this is what the entrance looks like for it. By the way, the backside of this is very dated. The paint's chipping all over the place. And you have to forgive us, but this is going to be the next coaster we do. It's the Great Chase, and it's a kiddie coaster, but we need the credit. So we're going to do it. And here's a preview of what the ride will look like. This is all the ride. It doesn't go like back in the trees or something. This is all the ride. But we have to do it. While we're waiting in line for this, I want to point out that she is disinfecting each row, and she's probably going to run it a few times just to dry it out. So they do disinfect the rides here at Six Flags America. Kiddie coaster.
Yeah, this one was a little bit tighter. Not the best one, but it's definitely worth it to do one.
Alright, up next, the last hour of the park is open. We're gonna do Joker's Jinx. Crystal's already headed there. Yeah. The ride just went down. Oh.
Down if they're clearing it out.
Mm-hmm. Like they're clearing the whole queue out. This was pretty full of people, but they just cleared everyone out. I actually doubt it's gonna reopen. They literally just did everyone. We got so lucky. So Joker's Jinx, exactly like Poltergeist at Fiesta, Texas. And this was a fun ride. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, this was really, really fun. I mean, especially, I like we got especially lucky that we got on it and it was a good ride. Like,
yeah, because it shut down right after us.
Yeah, I was, it's one of those with intense speed in the beginning, and I loved that. There was one small feature that they added in that I thought was kind of unique when you're on the coaster, and it has these like rounded bars kind of going over you, so it almost gives like a going through a tunnel feel, and I liked that.
Yeah, it's a good coaster.
Yeah.
I wonder what's happening, because actually the cops are showing up. I wonder if someone got disruptive in line and they gotta search it or something? Or, I don't know, but kind of interesting. Yeah, Crystal just pointed out they cleared out most of the people in the bottom section, but then there's still people in the top section waiting for the ride. Actually, the cops weren't going to Joker's Shrink, so I don't know what's going on. But they left their cop car on over there. By the way, we're gonna try and do this ride for our last ride of the night. Penguin's Blizzard River, which is actually kind of unique. It's like a raft ride that you can ride with your clothes on. So yeah, you board, it takes you up the lift hill, and then you go down the slide. I don't think you get too wet on it, but we'll see. Here we go. We're about to ride Superman Ride of Steel once again, and then maybe the Penguin's water ride, hopefully. All done with Superman, and we made it. We have time to do the Penguin now. Also bought some souvenirs in the gift shop just for the bags, basically, so we can make sure our stuff doesn't get wet. Check this out. They got some penguins up ahead on the ride, and it says Penguin Enterprises up top there. Crystal just pointed out, but it looks like the penguins spray water at you sometimes because there's spray nozzles in their beaks. I like that. You need to move. This is what the raft looks like, by the way. It doesn't look like you get too wet. Well, okay, maybe you do. I'm glad we got the bags. There's some penguin theming here. Penguin Enterprises. And the ride attendant queue or box says load station live bait. Okay, this was a fun water ride. I can see how it's a blast in the summer.
Yeah, it's definitely unique. It's a lot of fun. I would actually really love to do it in a very full boat.
In a full boat, you could get wet. We got a little bit wet, but a full boat, you can get soaked. They accidentally sent another group again to go, or maybe on purpose because they were being nice. I don't know. But yeah. There's the ride. Alright, we're slowly making our way out of the park. Trying to see if they have a magnet with the park name on it. Oh, they even have a Batmobile here in Gotham City. I've noticed that they have a whole bunch of small theaters here. I think they only have like one fairly decent sized one, but the rest are kind of small. It's too bad they don't have any shows right now. Now there's one ride we didn't go on that we kind of were trying to. It's the vintage car ride over here. It's called the Great Race. It's near the front of the park, but we just, oh my gosh, let me check it out. There's like a bridge that you can go on with the vintage cars. I don't know if you could hear it, but there's a ton of like crickets and frogs. We've been joking this park is a noisy park, and with the music that they play in the ride noises, you know, we agree. However, these insects, they just continue the trend of this being a very noisy park. By the way, they do have a water park. It's over there. It's not running right now, but I mean, if you're into water parks, you can do a theme park and a water park. By the way, while we were here on Main Street, I decided to use my last meal credit, my dining credit, for a custom ice cream sandwich. So this is strawberry and like a chocolate cookie. And it looks absolutely amazing. And like, it is huge. It is so big. I mean, just for size comparison, it is a huge, oh, whoa, she just tried to eat that. No, yeah. Down girl. So yeah, it is huge. So yeah, don't forget to use your meal credits if you have them. All right, so today we got a lot done here at Six Flags America. It was a fun day, except for the go-kart fiasco. But I mean, other than that, there's some great coasters. Superman came out from left field for me. I had no idea it was going to be that good.
That one is amazing. And I also really enjoyed the Joker coaster as well.
Joker was fun. This park has a few good coasters, so I would definitely add this to a list to come to eventually, you know. And it's right near Washington, D.C., so you could do some other touristy things, whatever it is. Yeah, so that's it from us for this week. I think next time we go on a trip, it's Frontier City, maybe?
Yeah, that sounds right. Frontier
so
City.
stay tuned for that. Like, subscribe, and comment, all that, whatever. Bye.
Bye.